So I'm basically heading out right now. I'm going to the nearest optometrist for my mom. So I just wanted to take you guys, and also I'm probably gonna buy a couple of things because I wanted to bake something for the first time and I wanted to share it with you guys. So maybe if I find the right ingredients there, I'm gonna buy them. Hopefully I do. But yeah, I just wanted to take my mom there because it's been quite some time now. We've been delaying going there, and she had this I don't know, I don't remember what it's called, but I googled it when one of your eyes like literally goes to the side, but it was fine after a day. That was scary, so I just wanted to take her there to see if there's a problem with the eyes, because she is saying that she can't see properly with that same eye. So yeah, hopefully we get the reasons why, and not too expensive. So immediately when we came back, the first thing I had to prepare was a salad, because we hadn't eaten ever since we left the house. So I wanted to make her a salad because she is usually someone who usually likes unhealthy foods for some reason, but I'm just trying to make her eat more greens, if you may. So I wanted to do this quick salad, very easy salad, and I still can't believe this is actually just 1 carrot. I thought it was gonna be less, but it was actually fine. It was just the two of us, so I didn't have to make it like a huge batch. Hence, I'm making it in a small bowl and using just one carrot. But as you can see, this carrot is a lot. This cucumber was so huge. I thought I was gonna use the whole cucumber, but I just used half of it. I didn't want to chop it like very thin. I didn't want to chop it very thin. I actually like my cucumbers very thick. So I just did these huge chunks. But if you like, you can literally just do like shreds or like very small pieces. And then you can add ham or chicken breast, but at the moment we didn't have any of that, so I just used chicken paloni, which works very fine with the salad. And as for greens, I don't know if I enjoy lettuce as much for such salads. I actually like this mixed green leaf type of thing from Pick and Pay, but I believe a lettuce would be very fine. Actually, any greens you like, even spinach, I think would work. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of onions, but it adds a little bit of something in there. So when it's not there, I can actually taste that, okay, something's missing. So I just use half of it. Not even half, actually. I don't know. Just a bit. And for the sauce, well, not the sauce, the dressing, I didn't have a lot of ingredients in the house, so I just used what I had. I literally used a little bit of salt and some mixed herbs that we have and some spices, and half of the lemon juice. This lemon was very juicy, as you can see. It covered the whole thing, but I ended up having to make another, what do you call it? Some more of it because I realized that I made a small amount and it didn't cover the whole thing. So I ended up having to make some more. But if this was maybe for a smaller dish for one person, this would have been more than enough. So if you're making it for yourself, just 3 tablespoons of mayo is fine. I usually eat my salads with a bit of egg, but if you don't like it, you can skip this. So yeah guys, this is what I wanted to share with you. This is my first time ever trying to bake cinnamon rolls, and yeah, some things happened, but I realized something. Whenever a recipe has yeast inside of it, oh my gosh, it's not an easy experience, but I got this. I got it. And for this recipe, I had to use active dry yeast, but I didn't have active dry yeast. I just used instant yeast, but it's okay. You can still use it. You just have to half the time for the rising time. You just have to do half. If it's 1 hour, you just do to the 30 minutes. And as I was mixing here, I realized that I made a mistake. I was not supposed to add the yeast with the wet ingredients because it's not active dry yeast. It doesn't need any rising time. And I added too much sugar. So for this recipe on my side, I substituted the what granulated white sugar with custard sugar, and that was a huge mistake. That was a bad mistake, and I forgot to add vanilla. It was just a bad start to the overall. But you know what? I had to do what I had to do. And then when I started mixing, that's when it clogged. I was like, no, something is missing and I can see it, or something's wrong. Because the dough was so hard. It was so hard and dry. And you can see me struggling when I am trying to knead it. I was struggling. Okay. So if your dough is this hard, start over. Start over, because there's nothing you're gonna add that is gonna fix anything. Trust me, I tried. I just had to start over. And as you can see, the difference from the dough previously to this one is more, I want to say, soft and stretchy. Not like that one. After kneading a couple more times, I just greased my bowl and then put it in there to rest for an hour. And then I did some dishes because I don't think anyone likes piled up dishes. So I had to get that out of the way whilst we were still waiting for the dough to rise. When I tell you I've never fought with paper like this before, like, why is a baking paper so hard to put on the pan? Like, why is it so hard to get it to do its job? Because that was not funny, for real. And the reason I'm using a baking sheet is because I want easy cleanup, okay? I hate the fact that you have to go back and wash the pans. They're all crusty because of the goodies that you are making there. So I just wanted to do things easy, but this did not give me an easy job at first. But I was like, I'm not giving up. And I was supposed to use a 9 by 13-inch pan, which I don't have. So, and I find it more useful because I don't have to grease the pan, if you get what I mean. I just have to plop them in there. So after an hour later, the dough was softer, and that was a good sign for me because it tells me that I did a pretty good job and it's easier to work with. For the second try, I'm not too mad. So now I had to roll out the dough as thin as I could possibly get it to be, but as you can see, I have a very tiny rolling pin, which is to make tortillas and not things like this. So it was quite difficult to get it thin, and I was supposed to make it thinner than I did here. I realized that later, but I'm not too mad, man. I'm not too mad. This is my first try, so the second time I try this out, I'm probably gonna know what to do and know what not to do. And I know it looks like I don't have enough to spread around, but trust me, it was enough. And as I was rolling, you can see that there's weird texture on the back side of this dough. I don't even know why or how that happened, but it didn't affect them negatively. I don't know why though it was there. I was kind of concerned. So because I'm not a professional, I'm definitely not even an amateur. I used my knife. So usually they use like a floss, a flavorless floss to cut these, and I I didn't see why not with the knife. And for the second rise, I did approximately like 40 minutes to an hour with a towel on top. I have been waiting for so long to make these because I am an oatmeal cookie lover. But every time I go to the store to buy these or any bakery, they're so sweet and I never understood why. But now I know since I did them myself, the recipe has a lot of sugar in it. So probably the next time I try them out, I'm gonna cut down on the sugar a little bit because they were a bit too sweet for me. Not saying anyone else would find them as sweet, just for me. But yeah, it was not a very difficult. I would say this is the easiest recipe I've ever tried. Literally straightforward, one dish. Cookies are always easy to make. So when you make it cookies, you have to make sure that you switch over to a spatula or a spoon if you don't have it like me, just to avoid over mixing because the more you whisk, the more you're making it harder. So when it bakes, it's gonna be not as moist as you want it to be and very hard and I don't know, not delicious. I don't even know what the over mixing part looks like when the cookie is already, baked. But I'm pretty sure I can taste the difference because over mixed cookies are not nice. Here's to my failed attempt of making a glaze for the cinnamon rolls. I was supposed to warm the milk up since I was not using powdered sugar, but yeah, you girl. For this part, I would recommend you use a scoop if you have it because as you can see, I was kind of struggling to put them on the paper. And I think if you want also not to have sticky hands, maybe use gloves or kind of grease your fingers with butter or oil of your choice. I swear they were not as bent as they look. I think I left them too long on the oven because I thought the bottom was not cooked through. Uh, so after a long day of baking, honestly, I was so tired at this point. I was like, why did I put myself in this? But I'm glad how they came out. I'm happy about the results. It was my first time, so I'm actually very proud. But yeah, I was just enjoying my bakes and I was writing about I was actually planning for my next video, which I'm hoping and I'm praying that it's gonna see the light of day because most ideas just sit on that notepad, honestly. But yeah.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This video is gonna end here. It's just a glimpse of what my week was like, I guess. I wanted to take down my braids, but I'm gonna do that for another video because I want to start doing the like mini braids or mini twist with my hair to see growth. I heard that it helps a lot, and I also want to stretch my hair so that I can cut it. So I'm gonna do that on another video, and if you want to watch that, you can, you know, wait for that. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.